Imagine a vast empire stretching from the mountains of Afghanistan to the plains of Bengal. Picture glittering palaces adorned with intricate carvings and precious jewels. This was the Mughal Empire at its zenith, a testament to the power, ambition, and artistry of one of India's most influential dynasties. For over 3 centuries, from the early 16th to the mid-19th century, the Mughals shaped the destiny of the Indian subcontinent. They left behind a legacy of architectural wonders, administrative reforms, and a vibrant cultural blend that continues to captivate the world today. The Mughal emperors, descended from Genghis Khan and Timur, were not only fierce warriors but also patrons of art, literature, and architecture. They presided over a period of relative peace and prosperity, fostering economic growth and intellectual exchange. Their courts were centers of learning, attracting scholars, poets, and musicians from across the empire and beyond. However, the Mughal story is not without its share of drama, intrigue, and ultimately, decline. This essay delves into the history of the Mughal Empire, focusing on the reigns of its most significant emperors, from Babur, the founder, to Aurangzeb, under whose rule the empire reached its greatest geographical extent. We will explore their military conquests, administrative innovations, cultural contributions, and the challenges they faced. Join us as we journey through time, uncovering the stories behind the rise and fall of this magnificent empire and its lasting impact on India. Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur, which translates to lion, was a fitting name for the founder of the Mughal Empire. Born in present-day Uzbekistan, Babur inherited a small kingdom at a young age, only to lose it and become a wanderer.
However, this Central Asian prince possessed an unyielding ambition and a keen military mind. In 1526, he set his sights on the Delhi Sultanate, a powerful kingdom in northern India. Leading his army across the Khyber Pass, Babur faced the formidable forces of Ibrahim Lodi, the Sultan of Delhi, at the First Battle of Panipat. Babur's superior tactics and use of gunpowder weaponry, including cannons and muskets, proved decisive. The Mughal victory marked a turning point in Indian history, ushering in a new era of Mughal rule.
Babur, a skilled warrior and a poet at heart, chronicled his life and conquests in his autobiography, the Baburnama. Written in Chagatai Turkic, the Baburnama provides a fascinating glimpse into his personality, military strategies, and the challenges he faced in establishing his empire. Despite his military prowess, Babur faced constant rebellions from Afghan chiefs and Rajput rulers who refused to submit to Mughal authority. He spent much of his reign consolidating his hold over northern India, laying the foundation for the vast empire that his successors would inherit.
Nasiruddin Muhammad Humayun, Babur's son, inherited the fledgling Mughal Empire. Unlike his father, Humayun faced a series of setbacks and challenges that tested his resilience. He was a man of culture and learning, more interested in astronomy and poetry than in the art of warfare. This made him vulnerable to ambitious rivals, particularly Sher Shah Suri, a powerful Afghan chieftain.
Sher Shah Suri defeated Humayun in a series of battles, forcing him to flee to Persia. Humayun spent 15 years in exile, seeking the support of the Safavid Shah Tahmasp. He eventually returned to India with a Persian army and reclaimed his throne in 1555. However, his triumph was short-lived. He died a year later, leaving his empire to his 13-year-old son, Akbar.
Despite his tumultuous reign, Humayun is remembered for his cultural contributions. He was a patron of the arts and commissioned the Humayun Nama, a biography written by his sister, Gulbadan Begum. His tomb, built by his widow Hamida Banu Begum in Delhi, is a magnificent example of Mughal architecture and a precursor to the Taj Mahal. Humayun's perseverance in the face of adversity laid the groundwork for his son Akbar to consolidate and expand the Mughal Empire, ushering in a golden age under his rule.
Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar, often referred to as Akbar the Great, proved to be the most influential and powerful ruler of the Mughal dynasty.
Ascending the throne at a young age, he spent his reign expanding the empire's borders, establishing a centralized administration, and promoting religious tolerance.
Akbar inherited a kingdom in turmoil, surrounded by enemies.
He quickly proved to be a brilliant military strategist, subduing rebellions and conquering vast territories.
Akbar's reign saw the Mughal Empire expand to encompass most of the Indian subcontinent, stretching from Afghanistan in the north to the Godavari River in the south.
He abolished the jizya, a tax on non-Muslims, and welcomed people of all faiths into his court.
Akbar implemented a centralized administrative system, dividing the empire into provinces called subas and appointing able administrators to govern them.
He introduced the mansabdari system, a unique military and administrative hierarchy that ensured the loyalty of his nobles.
Akbar's reign was a cultural golden age as well.
He patronized the arts, literature, and architecture, and his court became a meeting point for scholars and artists from different religions and cultures.
A testament to his reign is the Akbarnama, a comprehensive biography commissioned by Akbar himself, chronicling his life and achievements. Nur-ud-Din Muhammad Salim, who took the title Jahangir, meaning World Caesar, inherited a vast and prosperous empire from his father Akbar.
Unlike his father, who was a man of action, Jahangir was a connoisseur of beauty and a patron of the arts.
His reign marked a period of artistic flourishing, particularly in painting, architecture, and gardening.
Jahangir's love for art is evident in the exquisite miniatures produced during his time.
He established a royal atelier where skilled artists created breathtakingly detailed portraits, nature studies, and illustrations for manuscripts.
Jahangir himself was a keen observer of nature and took a great interest in documenting the flora and fauna of his empire.
He commissioned the Tuzuk-i-Jahangiri, his autobiography, written in elegant Persian, which provides valuable insights into his personality, interests, and the events of his reign.
Despite his artistic inclinations, Jahangir was also an able administrator.
He maintained the administrative systems established by his father and continued to expand the empire's territories.
However, his reign was not without challenges.
He faced rebellions from his own son, Khusrau Mirza, and the powerful Rajput rulers.
Jahangir's reign, though marked by political intrigues and personal tragedies, left an indelible mark on Mughal art and culture, shaping its aesthetic sensibilities for generations to come. Shah Jahan, 1627 to 1658. The builder Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal, but his reign ended with his imprisonment by Aurangzeb. Birthplace in Lahore, Pakistan. Death in Agra, architecture included Taj Mahal, Red Fort, administration was good and had a flourishing economy, biography was Padshahnama. Aurangzeb, 1658 to 1707. The expansionist Aurangzeb expanded the empire but faced constant rebellions. He was born in Dahod, India, and died in Ahmednagar. His architecture included Bibi Ka Maqbara. His administration had strict Islamic policies. His biography was Alamgirnama. Coming to key questions. Who had the most wives? Akbar had the most recorded wives. Who were Shabandar and Mutasadi? Shabandar managed ports, Mutasadi handled revenue. Why did Aurangzeb fight in the Deccan? To suppress Maratha resistance, but it drained resources. Was Aurangzeb anti-Hindu? His policies were stricter, but he employed Hindus in administration. Why did he imprison Shivaji? Shivaji's growing power threatened Mughal rule. Why did he execute Guru Tegh Bahadur? He opposed forced conversions. Anarkali, fact or fiction? The story of Anarkali and Prince Salim, Jahangir, is one of the most famous love legends, but its historical accuracy is highly doubtful. Was Jodhabai real? The existence of Jodhabai, Mariam-uz-Zamani, often depicted as Emperor Akbar's Rajput wife, is a subject of historical debate. Aurangzeb's policies, excessive military campaigns, religious intolerance, and poor administration overstretched the empire. After his death, weak rulers, constant wars, and foreign invasions led to the Mughal Empire's downfall. Eventually, the British took advantage of this decline and became the dominant power in India. Even though Aurangzeb ruled the biggest Mughal empire, he failed to strengthen its foundation, leading to its collapse within a century of his death. If Aurangzeb had ended the Deccan campaign early or focused on diplomacy rather than war, the Mughal Empire could have maintained its strength longer, prevented the rise of the Marathas, kept Rajput and Sikh allies loyal, delayed British domination of India. Instead, his obsession with expanding territory broke the empire from within, leading to its rapid collapse after his death.